So, guys, live and direct on YouTube, this video is about my first 10K month as a 19-year-old doing high ticket growth operating. My name's Isaac, by the way, and I'm not gonna tell you any fancy stuff. I'm gonna keep it real, I'm gonna keep it raw. I'm gonna break down how I got into business in the first place, how I started with high ticket growth operating, the come up story, and where I am now. But I need you to understand this very clearly, guys. Right now, I'm on track to make my first 20K a month. I hit my first 10K a month in March. This is not special. I am not special. I'm no better than you watching this video right now. On an actual motivational one, on an actual serious one, man to man, person to person, you could be a girl watching this, I couldn't care less. I'm not special. I didn't do anything special. All I did was figure it out and get to work, that's it. So, number one, how did I get into business? How did I get into high ticket growth operating? Before I did do this and run this agency, I essentially did a couple businesses. A lot of my friends will say I was a pretty entrepreneurial guy. I was doing like sales jobs when I was like 14, selling like magazines. I then went into reselling. I started off my first venture, and my reasonably successful venture, I remember I was in school and I was broke as hell. And I remember I had to say, okay, how am I gonna make some money just to survive? Or to start, I wanted to do phone flipping, right? But I had no money. So I remember Cash App were doing this thing where if you invite someone new, you get £10 or $10 or whatever it was, right? I best believe I made a list of 30 people. So I said, okay, I need £300 to start phone flipping. I made a list of 30 to 50 people from my phone book who I could call in school. I was going to everyone, sign up with my Cash App code, get £10. And best believe I made the 300. I made it out. Made that, went on to phone reselling, made a 1-2K from that. And then I went on to real reselling where it was like trainers, PS5s, electronics, and made close to 10K with that. Just under 10K. Went to uni, lost it all. Scammed, wasted money, wasn't budgeting, wasn't managing anything, wasn't taking care of anything. And realistically, I was cooked. I was done for. You know, I was really like, this was probably the most depressing aspect of my life. I've said this in a reel before. Before, my value of myself was about the money I was making or what I was doing outside of the educational path, right? But I was like, no, I was cooked, I lost all my money. Then I started working a sales job and I had a plan to get it all back. And now we'll get onto how I actually got into high ticket growth operating. I kept seeing influencers who had big audiences, big engagement, views, likes, shares, comments. But I just believed and knew they weren't making that much money or how much money they should have been making. My first person that I looked at was Nathaniel Messiah. And I watched his video where he said how I made 6 figures in 1 year. And for me, he's pretty much the poster boy of UK fitness. Gymshark, My Protein, all the workout plans. And I'm like, okay, yeah, 100K in a year is very good for his age and very good. But with his following, 300K on YouTube, 300K on, no, maybe 200K on IG, you know, he had a big following. I feel like he should be making way, way more. If the camera angle was moved, it's because my battery died, my camera died. But what I was saying was, I don't even know what I was saying. What I was saying, I think, was, kept seeing Nathaniel Messiah, knew he can make more money. And I reached out to him, I built my website, I started researching fitness coaching programs, and I realized people can make serious bread from fitness coaching programs. I stumbled upon a guy called Brandon Carter, who's known as King Keto on the internet, and he was breaking down how he had like $1 million fitness coaching business, and I was like, flipping out, I didn't know you could do that. So I started researching and realized, yes, these guys have big audiences, but they need someone on the back end to run everything. So that's what I wanted to do. Built Nathaniel on the full website. I remember this was in June 2023. June 2023, built him a full website, told him, DM'd him. I was like, yeah, got you a new website for your workout plans, blah, 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 blah. He had ghosted me. He never replied. I got all my friends to tag his page on the story, and he definitely saw it for sure, because I got like 20 friends to tag him on TikTok, Instagram, everything. And he just, yeah, he never replied, right? And I was willing to give him that website for free, but he never replied. But cool. I said, okay, I feel like I know I can help these fitness influencers make more bread online. But the question is, who can I work with? Who can be my first client? And it's funny because my good friend Alamar Sharif, that's one of my brothers, that's one of my best friends in the world. I love that guy. Alamar, I'm watching this, I love you from the bottom of my heart, bro. Alamar knew someone called Alex Cowling, who I'll get onto who Alex is in a second, but Alamar knew Alex from Bath University. They both went to uni together. He said he met him in the gym one time, and Alex was a calisthenics fitness influencer who had about 150K followers on IG, 150K on YouTube, 500K on TikTok, and I was like, oh damn. I said, you know this guy, bro, put me in place. And so Alamo was asking him a lot of times, but Alex was like, nah, I've heard this before, I don't really buy it. And Alex was just selling workout plans, right? So Alamo keeps pushing for me, and finally, Alex is like, okay, you know what? Let's all link up in London. Me, Alamo, Alex, and a guy called Valentine. Alex's friend and Alamo's friend. We all meet up, and I pitched Alex in person. I said, bro, you can make so-and-so amount of money, and the good thing is you don't even have to do much of the service delivery with this high-ticket coaching program, because you can hire a VA or another fitness coach under you to do the work of making the programs and helping the clients. This is around June, July time. We said, let's do it. He said, Alex was like, you know what? Why not? And I said to him, I'll work for free until we get 10 clients, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so we started working, and to be honest, I was working like 2 sales jobs, online sales jobs. I was selling HelloFresh packages on the phone, and I was selling like dog food or something. I was selling dog food and HelloFresh packages on the phone with some company. I was with some telesales company, right? So I was doing that, working 12 hours a day, right? Grinding, because I had to run up the bag, because I lost all my money, as I told you. I had to run up the bag, right? Run up the bag while trying to do this stuff for Alex. So I'm on the phone doing this telesales stuff, and I think that was making me maybe like roughly, I'd say 2 to 3K a month, working 12 hours a day. And it was nice because it was online, but it was hectic because I'm sitting on the phone, on the laptop and on the phone all day with my headset. I remember, I'll show you the videos, doing it, and it was a grind, right? Cool. I'm grinding, and I'm working on Alex's stuff, building it, but it's taking slow. But long story short, we get to the point where September, October, we finally start to launch his program, launch his staff, launch all the content. And first month, 0 to 3K, right? And it was like decent, it was okay, it was good. We got to the first 10 clients, it was decent. But then we stumbled across a guy called Clay. Clay is one of my very good friends now. And Clay actually was oh my gosh, there's a dog, what the hell? I'm in a co-working space, by the way. Just a dog.
Are you afraid?
Not really, kind of. Anyways, let me try it. Back on track now, back on track. Lots of distractions. Anyways, right? Cool, where was I? This story's crazy. 0 to 3K in the first month, stumble across Clay. Clay's looking to join Alex's program, and we do the entire sales call. He's loving the program. He says, guys, tell me the price, let's get this started. And we were charging £750 for 3 months of online fitness coaching at this time. Clay laughs out loud when he hears that price, and he says, guys, let me share my screen for a second. He shares his screen, and he's showing us, he runs paid ads for fitness coaches and online coaches, and he's showing our competitors or people who he was running ads for charging 3 to 5K, even some people charging crazy prices, 10K. He said, guys, your fitness packages that you just broke down to me are better than these guys, and you're charging £750. Up your prices, triple them pretty much. Until we're like, okay, cool, he's told us to do this, let's do it, let's be more audacious. We started doing 1.5K for 3 months, and the next week we sold back-to-back 2 packages. And then I realized, oh my goodness, this can print, you know, this can print. So we upped our prices. We even ended up charging 10K for 12 months. Like, we charged different things, and then we also increased the value of the package that we were breaking down, you know, that we were providing. So not just fitness and nutrition, it was like sleep optimization, you know, testosterone maximization, flexibility, mobility, and then we targeted a different niche, which was more business people and executives and things of that nature, right? Now, because of this, we've scaled from, instead of 0 to 3K or 3K a month, we've scaled that offer to 10K, around 10 to 12K a month, right? So it's doing good. And me and Alex had a 65-35 split where I'm doing stuff on the back end, the marketing, content, sales systems, nurturing, and things of that nature, and then Alex films the content. So fast forward a couple months, and me and Alex are consistently hitting 10 to 15K months with the business. And then a good friend, business partner as well, called Leo, reached out to me on IG, because now we're implementing appointment setters, and he said, oh, one of my setters said he knew you, and he said you were doing so-and-so thing for Alex. I said, yeah, I am. He said, I manage setters, but I don't know the growth operating side. We can partner up. We jumped on a Zoom call. Me and Leo spoke for 2 hours about our lives and, you know, our stories, and in the end we ended up working together on his client called Callum. Callum is now a very good friend of mine, literally on holiday with Callum right now. Well, as the time of posting this, started working on Callum's offer, so now I've got 2 clients. Ran Callum's offer up to 25k a month, have a split in that as well. And really and truly, this whole thing started snowballing. It's funny because there were a lot of different turning points in this journey. There was a time I went on a hike to Manchester Peak District with a couple of my good friends, and that turned my life around. I hike with Hamza, the not fitness influencer, self-improvement influencer, who I've been watching for a while, and that turned my life around. You know, there were times me and my ex-girlfriend broke up. That turned my life around because it seemed depressing at first, but it was the best thing that ever happened to me. There was a time when I went to a contentpreneur event in around December 2023, run by a guy called Waleed. Waleed, great guy, great individual. He runs his own business and similar to ours, but he is almost like an education company. And it's a case where that really changed my life because there's a lot of people I knew in the growth operating space online that I didn't know in person, which I was able to meet and become in their network. And they taught me a lot of things, such as Muhiz, who is now my mentor, honestly changed the way I see business. Because when I had Alex and Callum as clients, it was going well. It could have been a lot better. You know, it could have been a lot better, printing a lot more money. But the question was, why was it not doing that? Mahiz, when I joined his mentorship program, was like, you have to run business meticulously, you know? You have to track the sales, you have to track the setting, you have to have end of day reports, daily team goals, you know? You have to track everything to make sure that you know why there's a bottleneck and where the bottleneck is in the first place. And with this, you can really and truly have great success. And that's how you scale people up to the serious numbers, the 30Ks, the 50Ks, the 100Ks, right? Now, it's near the end of May. I'm on track to hit 20K this month. And honestly, it's crazy because as I said at the beginning of this video, I am not special. I am not special, okay? Yes, I think I'm an intelligent person. I think I'm pretty sharp. I think my sales skills are good. My ability to talk and articulate myself is good. I have the ability to build systems and manage people and things of that nature, and my content and marketing is good. But at the end of the day, these are skills that just accrued along the journey. I am not special. Neither are you special. The only thing that makes us special is being children of God. Jesus Christ, you know? But in reality, you can do what I have done. You can do it. 10K a month is not even special. I've met people who do $250,000 a month, who's one of my mentors, by the way. KB, amazing guy. I only give him amazing flowers because he helped me a lot on my journey as well. He does ticket reselling, right? Ticket reselling. Taylor Swift tickets, Beyonce, Jay-Z, whoever. And I don't even know if I'm allowed to say his numbers. I hope I'm allowed, maybe I'm not. Probably won't say his numbers, but he's in the millions. He's in the millions, right? With ticket reselling. The point is, growth operating is cool, it's sick. It's a great business model because you can partner up with creators and take rev splits, and instead of having to do SMMA where you're gonna essentially have to get 5-10 clients to make 10K to 20K a month, you can have 2-3 clients and make serious money, you know? This video is not about growth operating. It's not about growth operating. This video is about the fact that you can do what I've done. What do you actually need to do? Number one, understand your reason why. Why are you doing this in the first place? Because if your reason why is shallow, you're not gonna make any progress. You're not gonna get to where you want to be. Okay, when it gets tough, you're gonna chicken out. You're gonna check out of the run, you know, you're gonna check out of the game, the vision. Number one, understand your reason why. Maybe it's your mom, you wanna retire your parents. Maybe you have to prove something to yourself. You gotta prove something to yourself that you can do this. Maybe you have bullies that you need to prove them wrong. I don't know who it is and I don't know what it is, but you have to have a reason why, number one. Number two, you have to understand the most important business rule: success likes speed. And I'm literally gonna make a separate video on this, but this rule, when I understood this properly and understood that the only person holding us back from our goals is ourselves, it changed the game for me. You wanna do paid ads, you wanna do a new content strategy, you want to implement a new appointment setup, you want to start reviewing your client's sales calls. I don't care what you're doing. The point is, when you understand you want to do it now. Do it right now. Take action now. Callum, one of my clients, we're scheming about how we're gonna take it to the next level. And he tells me, in fact, I tell him, you need to do paid ads, right? Instead of taking months to do it, instead of saying, I'm gonna do a whole course, I learned the basics and implemented it in 2 days. And what did that lead to? Him on the way to getting a 30K month, 5K paid in fulls. That's what it led to. The results speak for themselves, and if you act with speed, you're gonna be incredible. You're gonna be an incredible human being because when you have ideas, someone tells you the right thing to do, you just do it so quickly. You implement things so quickly, you know? Tate says this, success like speed. right? And you need to finally understand about hygiene standards. I'm gonna make another video about this as well, but you can literally see the dog behind me. The last thing and the most important thing is hygiene standards. You need to understand that it's about the lowest standard that you will set yourself, make 10K a month. And then I said, that's the standard, that has to be the standard. And I can't make any lower than that. It becomes a normality, right? You have to raise your standards incredibly, okay? It's essential you do so that you know I'm truly living to my potential, you know, I'm truly living to what I can actually achieve. I think I've shared some valuable gems in this video that you can apply to yourself. And obviously now, on Sunday, I'm traveling to Thailand, Bali after that, New York after that, Mexico after that. This summer, I'm really trying to see the world, you know? But it's a case where I want to leave you with this. You have to do it. You have no choice. Genuinely and truly speaking, you have what it takes. You have to do what you want to do. And when I say do it, I'm not trying to say you have to make money online. Maybe that's not what you want to do. Maybe you want to work so-and-so place, or you want to do this. But understand what you want to do, you personally, and really give it your all, because you're going to die. Right? And when you die, are you going to be able to say, or before you die, are you going to say, yeah, I gave it my all? Or are you going to say, I regret doing this and this and this? Because regret's the worst feeling. And there's two types of pain, really. The pain of regret, the pain of discipline. And I know which one you don't want to have, which is regret. So are you willing to do the discipline, or have discipline to do what you need to do? That's really the question. So yeah. First YouTube video, or first proper talking one, I guess. More to come. Hope everyone has a great day, takes care of themselves, does their best in life, and I'm rooting for you, honestly. But have a great day, guys. See you later.